Right. That can sometimes help a bit. Good evening, everybody. Debbie Barrett Cole here. It's 6 o'clock. How many of you are trying to watch the council meeting live on the government website? And how many of you, just put the windows down please. How many of you, hi?
Hiya, you alright?
Yeah.
Loads of food to come here.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just that, do you know you can't watch it on the council website tonight?
Why?
Don't know.
These are fucking nonsense, that's why.
That's why. Well, so everybody, here we are. So I'll just let you know what I'm doing. So I've tried to log on to watch Sean Fielding on the council website for this full council meeting at 6 o'clock, and I don't know how many of you have watched it or are trying to watch it, but I think you might notice that you can't watch it live for some reason. I can't find a button. Now, if any of you can find a button on the Oldham Council website to watch that live, you need to message me now on this, because I'll tell you what, I can't see it. So if we can't go to the council meetings and we can't go and Sean Fielding wants to do amend emails and things. Let's see what he likes about this, shall we? Shall we see? Let's have a look. Because I'm not having it. So I'm outside his house. I'm going to go and knock on his door and see if he's in. Shall we see if he's in? Shall we see if he's in? Because he ain't here. He ain't letting us watch it on the council offices. So we'll see what we're doing here, shall we? So if any of you lot can watch the council meeting, can you let me know, please? Because I can't. My megaphone's not working. I'm not happy. Not happy. We've got people with big dogs coming down here and all, so I don't know what we're doing. Anyway, I'm outside his house, and I'm going to see if he can come out and explain to us why he don't want to allow Brian Horbin's motion. So there's a few people here. I'm trying to get me Yvonne Eric. Have you tried watching the council website this evening? Have you noticed that you can't watch the full council meeting live this evening because they've removed the button? Good evening, everybody. They've removed the button so that you can't actually watch the full council meeting live. So if you can tell me, can somebody please tell me? Can someone please tell me if you can watch it, because the button has been removed as far as I'm concerned, and you can't watch it. Right, Yvonne, you're on it. Right. So, well, I couldn't get on it and somebody else couldn't get on it tonight. So I've come down to his house, but I'm trying to get my megaphone to work, but it's not working because I was going to give him a bit of a shout. And whose is his car? Oh, this one, yeah, it's ours. Which is Sean Fielding's car? That's his missus. So is that his car? Does he have a car?
I don't think so. It's on buzz everywhere, isn't it?
Right. It's been ages since I've used this megaphone. So I think I'll go and knock on his door. I'm just going to bring his attention. Let's have a see. Can you just use your horn? Can you see if your horn's working? Yeah. Hello. Hello. Hi. Hi. Right, so some of you are saying that you're actually watching it. Is he at home, guys, or is he at the council offices? Can somebody tell me, is he at home or is he at the council offices? Because I'm outside his house and I'm more than happy to go and knock on his door to ask him why he won't put through Brian Horbin's motion, and why he thinks it's right that he can just justifyingly right to rewrite it. He's at home, is he, Yvonne? Right, he's at home. I can't get my megaphone to work. I don't know what's up with it.
Battery.
I've just put new batteries in. I might have put them in the wrong road. I don't know. We'll give them another try. I might have put them in the wrong way. So let's give it a go.
Evening all.
Good evening. Hello. Let's have a see if that works. Oh, I'm really disappointed that this is not working. It's not working. Somebody have a look for this for me. See what I'm doing here wrong, because this is where I am, outside his house, and I'd just like to try and disrupt his meeting if I can. I'll tell you what this is about, guys. This is about me. I'm trying to get my megaphone working. I should have tried it earlier. I bought new batteries, so that should be fine. You need to be joining Oldham together if you're not. Right, you need to be joining. Because, yeah, I'm Debbie Barrett Cole from Oldham Together.
I know who you are, yeah.
Oh, right, you know who I am. And, listen, how do you fancy eating a Fielding, doggy? Do you fancy eating a Fielding?
I'm sure it's got his missus knows.
Oh, they'll be watching now. They'll be watching now. So, anyway, I'm outside his house. I'm going to go and knock on his door in a minute because... Oh, there we go. There we go. We'll turn the volume up and we'll give him a bit of... Councillor Fielding!
No, it's not on, Debbie.
Is I put it on?
Yeah. Move it to the other side.
Councillor Sean Fielding, would you like to come out and have a word with the people of Oldham Together? Councillor Sean Fielding! We'd like you to have a word with these people out here. Why you have decided to amend Brian Horbin's motion. Councillor Fielding, would you like to come out? Good evening, sir. I'm sorry we're disrupting you, but we just want to have a quick word with Councillor Sean Fielding. You know, your next door neighbour. You know, the one that's at leader council. He's decided to stop Brian Horbin, local independent councillor, from putting a motion up before the full council meeting this evening by rewriting the motion, stopping Brian Horbin from getting the independent investigation moved over to the government rather than with Andy Burnham. But Sean Fielding thinks it's okay to hide this and move this over. And that is what your council leader, Sean Fielding, is doing. Now, what he's trying to hide is the fact that there's grooming going on within Oldham Council. He's been covering up about a groomer called Councillor Rod Blythe. Good evening, sorry if I'm disturbing you. Because I need to get him to come to the door. No. Sorry. Sean Fielding, would you like to come to your door and answer these questions? Councillor Fielding, would you like to answer why you want to be still covering up 12 months to the day that you want to cover up about child sexual exploitation within the Oldham Metropolitan Borough? Would you like to come out and answer why you're still hiding and trying to cover it up? 12 months on, Sean Fielding. Do you know what he's doing? He's doing exactly what he did last year. completely ignoring it. That's what he's doing. He's completely ignoring and thinking that we're just going to go away. Well, guess what, Sean Fielding? I said last night that I was coming to your door, and I'm going to come to your door. And if I have to come to your door every day, I will come to your door every day and expose the fact that you are covering up child sexual exploitation within Oldham Council to stop an independent investigation. This is what I'm doing, guys. If you want to come down, I'm at Failsworth, by the way. The road is Q Road, K-E-W Road, and that's where I am, outside his house. And I'll carry on outside his house because do you know what, Sean Fielding? I will not go away. I am determined to help these children. So, would you like to come out, Sean Fielding? Because I know that you're listening now. Would you like to come out and explain to the people of Oldham together why you have amended, you and John Moores, Councillor John Moores from Channington, why you've amended Brian Hoban's motion of covering up child sexual exploitation and not allowing it to go to the government, instead letting it go with your best mate, Andy Burnham? Would you like to come out, Sean? Because I know you're watching. Anybody want to come out and have a word? Would anybody like to know who your neighbour is? He's Sean Fielding, Labour leader. Him and his council are covering up child sexual exploitation. They won't allow an independent investigation. They'd instead have an internal review using Andy Burnham and co. because he's his busy mate. Yeah, David Goodman, I'd love a brew bringing up, thanks mate. So, I'm outside here, Sean, I'm outside your house. So you want to come out and have a word? I'm more than happy to come and have a word with you. But I'm just letting all your neighbours know who you are and what you do for a living. And I'm open on your CCTV. Let's give it a wave, everybody. We're on CCTV. By the way, that was paid for by the council. So you, neighbours, who've all paid your council tax, you've paid for his CCTV. Congratulations. So that's what you've all done with your council tax that you've been paying. So, I'm outside your house, Sean. Do you want to come out and have... He's not going to come out, is he? Well, he can get onto the police. Because all I'm doing is speaking the truth. That's all I'm doing. So, he is the leader of Oldham Council. He's not going to have all the councillors and all the public can go to a full meeting. So, we have to bring it to his door. Because this is what he's doing. He's hiding behind his curtains now. Because that's all he can do now, Sean Fielding. Apart from writing to residents' employees, trying to get them in trouble for not going against what he don't want to do. He's trying to get people's livelihoods ruined. Aren't you, Sean? Shame you can't get me done, innit? You know what I mean, Sean Fielding? Reporting people to the universities, saying that they're far-right racist, which I'm not, Sean Fielding. That's what you've been doing, all you're underhanded on your legal council website pages. Good evening. So, Councillor Fielding, would you like to come out and have a word with the people of Oldham regarding how you keep covering up child exploitation within the council offices and how you didn't tell anybody about Rob Blythe? Convicted child sex offender, worked for the council, was a councillor. Would you like to come out and discuss that? How you never told the public of Oldham, you never told one resident in Oldham about covering up that. Would you like to come out and discuss that, Sean Fielding? I won't scare you, doggy. Thank you very much. I didn't want to scare you, little doggy. Hello. Good boy. Yeah. He lives at that one behind you. Yeah, the leader of Oldham Council, he lives at that house there. And that's where he lives. And all you people that have paid council tax have paid for his CCTV. He's had that fitted through council money. He hasn't paid for it himself. He's had it paid through council money. That's what he's done. So you're all being recorded every time you walk past his house, and you've all paid for the privilege of it. But what you have done is also elected this person into your duly elected local councillor. So not only is he your local councillor, but he's Oldham council leader, and he's covering up child sexual exploitation. He's not telling anybody about Councillor Rod Blythe, who is a convicted child sex offender. Nobody was notified of that. And now he's stopping Brian Hoban, who's also a Failsworth independent councillor, from trying to put his motion through. You've tried to, with the Lib Dems Howard Sykes, who was very good friends, might I add, Lib Dems, with Councillor Blythe and also Cyril Smith. So you want to talk about 20-mile-an-hour speed limits rather than child sexual exploitation of the children of Oldham, including Failsworth people, including Failsworth, those children. Vulnerable children are being groomed in this town, and Sean Fielding, leader of Oldham Council, doesn't want to talk about it. He don't want to talk about it at all. He wants to hide away, and he wants to stay behind his curtains, twitching. That's what he wants to do. They've had Carolyn Wilkinson write it off to the Home Office. She's already got the response, and I believe he's reading that response out tonight at this full council meeting. That's what he's done, because he's amended the motion. And do you know what they're saying? They're saying there's no case to answer here, nothing to see here. You don't need to come here from the Home Office. Well, they do need to come here from the Home Office, because that's what Sean Fielding is covering up. I am telling him, mate. He is corrupt. Correct. So that's what I'm doing. And there's more and more people coming, Sean. More and more people. They're all coming out now because they've all had enough of you, Sean Fielding, Oldham Council leader, covering up child sexual exploitation. Do you want to come out and have a word, Sean? Or are you still going to hide behind your little curtains? Councillor Sean Fielding, would you like to come out your front door and have a word with us regarding Brian Hoban's motion and how you have rewritten it so that it's... And then you're saying there's nothing to say here about these children that are being exploited in Oldham. Shall we talk about how the police told the street angels to stay away from the mess house because there was grooming going on there, and the police knew all about it, so that means the council knew all about it as well. And that was in 2013. Guess who was the leader in 2013, everybody? Would anybody like to know who the leader was in 2013? I'll tell you, Jim McMahon. That was who the leader was then, Jim McMahon. So why Sean Fielding is sticking up and covering up for Jim McMahon, I have no idea. But would you like to come out, Sean? Are you coming out? I know you can hear me, Sean. No, I didn't think so, Sean Fielding. You're going to carry on hiding behind your little curtains, aren't you? But guess what, mate? I know where you live, so do a lot of other people. And we're not going to go away, and we're not going to let you cover up child sexual exploitation with children of Oldham. We're not going to allow it, Sean. We're not going to let it go and slip under the carpet and run away. 12 months I came up and asked that question about Shabir Hamid. Do people know about Shabir Hamid on this street? Do you remember Shabir Hamid, i.e. Daddy from the grooming gangs of Rochdale? Guess what he did, people? Guess what he did? He worked for Oldham Council. Hands up, who knew that? Everybody put your hands up, and you all knew that Shabir Hamid worked for Oldham Council. No, you wouldn't have known that, would you? Do you know why? Because Oldham Council kept it quiet. Kept it very quiet, didn't you? But Oldham leader, now Sean Fielding, who's hiding behind his curtains, yeah, he's hiding behind his curtains there, He don't want you to know that Shabir Ahmed, daddy from the grooming gangs, works at Oldham Council. He don't want you to know that. He don't want his neighbours to know about that either. He doesn't want his neighbours to know that you've all paid for his CCTV, but you have. He don't want you to know about how he's trying to cover up grooming and in the investigation. He doesn't want you to know that witnesses' statements have already been amended by Andy Burnham and his crew. He doesn't want you to know that he's not actually one of the main witnesses in the case. He doesn't want you to know that she's not even been interviewed, not even had a phone call or anything. But Sean Fielding, your council leader who lives on this street, he don't want you to know about that. But I'll tell you what's living on your street, because you think he's a right decent lad. Guess what? He's not. Here you are. Police are here now. That's fine. I'm only doing what I'm allowed to do. I'm just talking through a megaphone. I'm not breaking any rules and I'm not breaking any laws.
Evening.
Good evening.
Okay.
I'm fine, thank you.
We've had a call, obviously. It's regards to the megaphone more than anything.
Yeah.
From the other residents and things like
Yeah, it's all right. It's just because I'm just speaking to Sean in there.
He's not actually there.
Is he not? Is he not there?
He's not there this evening. There's somebody else there.
Right.
Feeling a little bit intimidated by what's going on.
Right.
We're here to facilitate, obviously, some peaceful protest.
But it is a piece. It is a piece. It is, and you can see we're all social distancing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
I said it isn't. We're just coming down to initially just make contact with you and engage.
No, that's absolutely fine.
Why?
That's fine. I'm just letting his neighbours know anyway about this anyway. It's a peaceful process. He ain't going to come out, is he not?
He's not there.
All right. And they told you to say that he's not there.
Well, that's
No.
the information we've
The information we've got is that he's categorically not in that house.
He's categorically not in that house.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's fine. But all the neighbours are in this house, and all the neighbours can get to know about what he's hiding up. Do you know what he's covering up?
I understand what the allegations are, yeah, but the neighbours might not want to be hearing you shouting something that's not there. You get that bit as well, don't you? Maybe that have got nothing to do with it.
Well, do you know what? Then maybe they can come to the door and say, "Sorry, he's not here," because I'm sorry, I don't believe you that he's not here.
To do that, so we're here. You can do what you need to do,
Yeah.
but we're here to make sure the neighbours aren't feeling upset about it as well.
Right. That's fine.
We've had a couple of calls now. Okay.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Well, I'm not breaking any laws or anything, am I?
I didn't say you was.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying I'm not doing them, am I? So.
No.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you very much. I hope you don't get too cold. Does she want to come out and then just confirm that he's not in there then? Do you think? Do you want to go and knock on the door and see and just get her to confirm that he's not there, and then I'll go? Okay then. Well then, I'm sorry, but I don't believe that he's not in there.
That's fine. We've told you what we know.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll stay around to make sure that it remains a peaceful protest. Okay?
It is a peaceful. It is.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
stay and make
Yeah.
sure that-
No, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's fine. So there you go, Sean Fielding. We now have the police officers. You're now wasting police officers' time again. History repeating itself, isn't it, Sean? I'm just going to turn it round. There you go. So there you go. Officers are now leaving because they know that I'm not breaking the law. I'm not causing any bother. I'm not breaking any law. And all I'm doing is saying for Sean Fielding to come out and have a word with the people of Oldham together. Police again, eh? So there you go, Sean. So if you want to come out, they're telling me that you're not there, but I don't believe that you're not there. So if your partner wants to come to the door and just confirm that you're not there, well then I might go. But in the meantime, I can just let all your neighbours know about who actually lives in that house and actually what he's been doing. So I'll just reiterate that Sean Fielding, Oldham Council leader, lives in that house there. He's had CCTV fitted by Oldham Council, so you've all paid for it. And some people might not like the fact that I'm on this street, but what I am doing is telling you all the truth. And I would really not, seriously not, turn up on this cold night if I weren't prepared to tell the truth. You can see the police have been and you can see the police have gone. There they go. that I haven't broken any law, but what I am doing is telling the truth. So if Sophie, I think she's called Sophie, if she wants to come to the door and tell me that he's not there, well, I might go. But then again, you know, I don't know if I'll believe it, but there you go. So Oldham Council leader lives on this street. And what he's been doing, he's been trying to protect paedophiles by not allowing an independent investigation. That is what he's been doing, and that is what he's continuing to do by stopping Brian Horbin's motion. That is what he's done. He's rewritten it, and he's also contacted the Home Office regarding this. And the Home Office are looking into this. I've had an email back today, and they are looking into this. So what Sean Fielding is trying to do, the Oldham Council leader, what he's trying to do is not going to work. Because we are not going to give up, Sean Fielding. We are not going to give up. Anybody else want to say anything? All right. Does anybody else want to say anything? No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. So the police have been, you've seen that the police have been, Sean. You can see that I'm not breaking any rules. So there you go. So do you want them to come into your door and having a quick word, Sean? The sooner we go, the sooner you come to the door, the sooner I'll go home. But I just want you to answer these questions, Sean Fielding. Why you feel it is right for you to rewrite Brian Horbin's motion that was seconded by John Hudson, Oldham Conservative leader. Why you feel it's right for you to have rewritten that when it's not, any sign of democracy has gone right out the window. There is no democracy now within Oldham Council. You and your actions has taken that away. And you are protecting paedophiles by doing that. It's still going on today. There's a young girl called Ellie Williams who was trafficked to Oldham. For those that don't understand what trafficked is, it means that she was brought into Oldham and she was raped by grooming gangs. But Sean Fielding stood up in Oldham Council offices this time last year and said it was all barefaced lies. Then the week after, he got a Dr. Mark Peel to come in and investigate this grooming gangs. But the week before, it was barefaced lies. It wasn't barefaced lies, was it, Sean? No. But then what did Dr. Mark Peel do? He took one look at it and ran. And then before you know it, we're on Granada Reports, the news Granada Reports, and they confirmed that Shabir Hamid did actually work for Oldham Council. But Sean Fielding, Oldham Council leader that lives on your street, didn't want you lot to know about that. Didn't want you to know that Shabir Hamid, i.e. Daddy from the grooming gangs, worked for Oldham Council. He didn't want you to know that. He also didn't want you to know about Rob Blythe, Councillor Rob Blythe, who was a Liberal Democrat. He is now a convicted sex offender. And what he did was appalling. Category A, B and C. And what Sean Fielding did, and Jean Stretton, Labour Council, this council, they covered it up. They didn't tell any resident in Oldham. Not one resident. That's what they did. They didn't tell you. So if Councillor Blythe was in contact with your children at school, I don't know what's happened. You don't know what's happened, and you don't know anything about it. And you will still not know about it, because you know what Sean Fielding wants to do, who lives at this house here? He wants to hide it. Just like he wants to hide behind the curtains. That's what he wants to do, and he thinks I'm going to go away. But the thing is, I know where you live, Sean, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to come back. That is what I'm going to do with my megaphone. Because what you're trying to do by covering up this child sexual exploitation in Oldham is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And you should be ashamed. Absolutely ashamed. Well, Deb Grice, I hope he has. I hope he has come off the Zoom meeting. And the sooner he comes to the front door and starts answering questions, the sooner I'll go home. But I don't mind. But all his neighbours are getting a bit pissed off. I'll be honest. Neighbours are getting a bit fed up now, Sean, because they don't want to know all about this, really. They're getting a bit upset, Sean. Your neighbours are getting a bit upset. But guess what? Oldham together and the people of Oldham are more upset the fact that you are trying to stop Councillor Brian Horbin, Failsworth Independent Councillor, from putting a motion to ask the government to do an independent investigation. And you are stopping him at every turn. That's what you're doing. And there's more people upset than what there are on your street. That's what's happening here, Sean. There's more people in Oldham upset than what there are on your street. And soon it'll be flyers posted through doors letting them know, and lots of other information that's going to be coming out regarding your behaviour, Sean. Regarding your behaviour, which is absolutely atrocious. Atrocious. Why would you write to residents' employees stating that they are far-right racists? Why would you do that? Far-right extremists. Why would you do that? Trying to get people sacked from the jobs, to lose the livelihoods. Why? Because they wanted to support the children of this town. You are absolutely terrible. That's shameful. That's shameful behaviour. And you've done it on official council website as well, on official council paperwork, on official council emails. And you've done that for quite a few people. Quite a few people. Residents of Failsworth as well, Sean. You've even shat on your own front door. That's what you've done. You've shat on your own people in Failsworth by reporting them and their employers saying that they're far-right racist and that they're hanging about with criminals. I'm no criminal, Sean. I'm no criminal, Sean Fielding. I have not been charged with any crime whatsoever, and I am not far-right racist, and I am offended the fact that you keep telling people that I'm a far-right racist when I'm not. That is disgusting and shameful that you keep doing that. But that's what Labour do, don't they, Sean? When they can't get their own way, when they're in the wrong, everybody's far-right racist, aren't they, Sean Fielding? That's what they are. They're all far-right racist. Well, this person here, me, is not far-right racist. And I'm absolutely ashamed of you. Ashamed that you are doing what you're doing to the good people of Failsworth, people in your own elected borough, your own elected ward. I'm ashamed of you that you're trying to lose their livelihoods. Good job I didn't have the camera on them then, they had no helmet on. You've even got people turning up now, Sean, with no helmets on. You need to come to the front door, lad. We do know who the real racists are. Look at Jeremy Corbyn. What happened to him this week? Eh? But yet you keep calling me far-right racist, Sean. That's absolutely atrocious. You're atrocious with what you're doing and your behaviour. Funny how the police get here pretty quick, innit? If ever I phone police, it take about 3 weeks to get here. But that's because Sean Fielding's in his house, hiding behind his curtains, isn't it, Sean? You're hiding behind your curtains and you're not an happy bunny, are you?
Feeling intimidated.
Are you feeling intimidated, Sean? Do you know what? Do you know what, Sean Fielding? I feel intimidated when I get the likes of Irish Immy threatening that he's going to expose me in public as a far-right racist. I feel intimidated then, Sean Fielding. But guess who started that? You and your council. You and your council have started that. You have incited violence. You are trying to incite violence against me, Sean Fielding. You are absolutely shameful. Well, you won't scare me, Sean. I do not fear you. I do not fear you, and I will be back, if I have to be, every day until you put a statement out why you have amended Brian Horbin's motion. You are absolutely shameful.
He won't come there, he's a coward. He's a coward.
He won't come out. He's in there. I know he's in there.
Yeah, lies are going on. He's a coward.
I know he's in there.
You're a coward.
Yeah.
That's how he does things, cowards.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. He is. So,
Same time tomorrow, Debbie?
yeah, I'll be back here tomorrow, yeah.
Same time tomorrow?
I'll come again tomorrow, Sean. And I'll come the day after. And I'll come the day after. And I'm going to keep coming, Sean Fielding, until you actually stand there like a man and not a boy and speak properly and have a conversation about this, because it's not going away. This is not going away, Sean Fielding. So I'll be back tomorrow and the day after and the day after and the day after. And I think your neighbours are going to get pretty fed up about that, Sean Fielding. They're going to get pretty fed up, because do you know what? I'd get fed up and all. I would get fed up. But more than that, I'd be embarrassed to live on the same street as Oldham Council leader who covers up child sexual exploitation, who covers up grooming, who covers up that councillors are convicted of sexual crimes. And I would be ashamed to be hiding that Shabir Hamid, daddy from the grooming gangs, worked for Oldham Council. And I'd be ashamed to know that the person that's doing that lives on my street. And that's you, Sean Fielding. You are absolutely shameful. Shame on you. Shame on you, Sean Fielding. Shame on you. But I'll be back. So, what time is it now, guys? 6:45, Sean. You've been having a meeting for 45 minutes. You could have come out and had a quick word, couldn't you? And I would have gone away. But no. No. You don't want to do that. So, there you go. That's what you've got here, people, on this road here. So, if you want to come and join me and support me, and just to let you know that Sean Fielding, Oldham Council leader, lives on this street. He's covering up grooming gangs. He's trying to cover up that children have been groomed. He's trying to cover up that Rod Blythe, Oldham councillor for the Lib Dems, is a convicted sex offender, and he's trying to cover up that Shabir Hamid worked for Oldham Council. And what he's trying to do that for, he's trying to do it to save his face, but it's not going to happen. And what he's doing, he's writing to residents' employees and trying to get their livelihood taken away just to save his face, aren't you, Sean? But I'll be back, Sean Fielding, tomorrow. And I'll be back the day after. And I'll be back every day if I have to be. Because this is not going to go away. You want to call me far-right racist, and you want to change Brian Orban's motion, and you want to take all democracy out of Oldham Council.
See you tomorrow.
I'll be back tomorrow.
6 o'clock. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
See ya. Cheers. See you in a bit.
Thanks a lot for coming.
All right, Deb.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
There you go, people. I'm not going to
tomorrow.
see you tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. There you go, people. He's a child. He had the police out. He's had the police out. They didn't do nothing. You saw that the police did. But there you go. That's what he does. He's hiding behind his little curtains there. And all his neighbours now know who he is. Do you want to play even more, Sean? Because I ain't even started yet, mate. Have a nice night, everybody. Stay safe.